This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Some of you may have heard of this documentary by Viceland, The Devil You Know. It is nothing more than a propaganda piece to, again, deflect off of the severity of occultists, of Satanists, practicing Satanists, and to take a story that should really be about who are these people who claim to be Satanists? What do they practice? Why do they practice and drink the blood of people? Why do they practice ritual sacrifice? This guy changed his name to Pazuzu, which might sound familiar. Pazuzu from The Exorcist. This guy changed his name, lived in a home that was so... I'm about to show you a tour of the home, which was just so disgusting. And, you see the same satanic occult symbol, 666 on the wall, pentagrams everywhere. You'll even see a poster of Aleister Crowley on the wall. But they don't talk about that because what Viceland does is Viceland puts out pieces like this, just like they do for the Satanic Temple. And they go, oh, it's all just this great grand hysteria. People get hysteric about hearing about Satanism, but that's not what it's really about. So this guy ends up killing two people, drinking their blood. He carves his teeth down so he could, eat animals and things like that. People reportedly saw animals hanging from trees, things like that. He brags about the rituals. The police come, they do nothing, right? Because, of course, he's probably connected to Freemasonry, so he's completely protected. Eventually, they don't really have much of a choice. They get into the house and they see what's in there, and it's probably the grossest thing you'll ever see because he buries the bodies in his backyard. So take a look inside, and I want to talk a little bit about why Viceland and people like the Huffington Post constantly will talk about these stories and shine light on it, because they want to take attention away from Satanism and make it about guns and mental health. But take a look inside this guy's home, and you might want to hold your breath because, as reported in the documentary, these people would crap on the floors, pee on the floors. They didn't use toilets and things like that, so you might even be able to smell it through your phone or your computer. So take a look.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Well, this one will fail real quick.
Just on this part.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely unfit for human habitat. No drainage. Touch this?
I will, I think, for you.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's get those. We'll get those rooms back there. Look at that.
Step.
Jesus Christ.
Sir, did you buy cheap? Yes, right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Is that thing dead?
No, it's alive. And I think there's mold coming through the roof. Just watch your step. There's a lot of broken glass.
Okay.
Actually, you haven't hit the worst part yet.
Mm. Don't believe any of my hoarding cases will match with this one.
This is the cleanest room in the house.
Huh?
This is the cleanest room in the house.
one, yeah, I got it good. Boy, this guy had a bad case of whatever they got.
Fourth step from the bottom is kind of loose, so
Okay.
be careful on you. That one.
All
You're
right.
good.
Dog crap, ain't it? Yeah. Okay, I actually need to do outside and some air. Whew.
It's not going to get a whole lot better right here. Watch the step here. This is actually where one was buried.
God almighty.
And the food is behind you.
All right, let me shoot this fascia board right here.
Just watch your step there.
Okay. So there's one was buried there.
One was here, one was up there.
One was up there.
Yep. One was, it's right in front of the picnic table.
Not the big holes.
Yeah, not the hill up there, down here.
Oh, right here.
Where those bricks are.
Yeah, where you see the little bricks.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yep, you got it.
Damn, that cat jumped over. I scared the shit out of me.
They got me too early. Don't feel bad.
Is that stench just coming from the house? That smell?
Some of it's rain. The pool, the house, and some of this dirt that we've spreaded here.
When they're working in the house and come out, it brings a very nasty odor.
I'm gonna get the side and around in the front. I'll be right back.
So what Viceland does is they have this, this local reporter who reported on the story, and he constantly talks not about the victims, not about the poor, father. One of the guys was a father who just, was sacrificed. He was locked and starved in the basement for a long period of time, and then eventually shot, 10 times or something like that, 7 times, I think, the exact number, somewhere between 7 and 10 times. Then butchered, limbs taken apart and thrown in a ditch in this guy's backyard. And this guy gets away with it for a long period of time, finally gets arrested, even though he's telling everyone he's untouchable because he's a Satanist and, Satan will protect him and all this stuff. He eventually commits suicide by biting through his own arm, because what he did was he carved his teeth down to make them almost like vampire-like teeth, like daggers, and he bit through his arm and committed suicide. And then the story that Viceland tries to spin here is about how, all these people were just like enamored with the story because they hear about Satanism and human sacrifice and things like that. But the real story is how this was a troubled person who had mental health issues, and nobody helped him with his mental health issues, and somehow he was able to get a gun. And that's what they talk about, because they never want to talk about and address that there's actually Satanists out there who practice human sacrifice, who drink the blood of animals, of children, of humans, are into cannibalism and all that stuff. They want you to think that that's this big fictional story. And so they take a story like this, which should have been a national story where people become alerted and aware that these people exist. And of course, they bulldoze the house down like 2 weeks after this happens. So any other evidence, because they believe there was a lot more human sacrifices that occurred there, but they would destroy the house, which is just abnormal, because you would think, all right, well, maybe if they investigate the house, they might find evidence of more deaths, other people that he had bragged and claimed that he was killing, prostitutes and escorts. He was bringing back to his place and doing the same type of rituals to them. Just unbelievable stuff. It's a really long documentary. You can watch it if you want. It's on YouTube, but it'll really just only piss you off. I just wanted to bring it to your attention of why they do this and why when they cover these Satanists, whether it's McMartin or the West Memphis Three, they always disregard, Crowley worship. They never mention Crowley, really. They disregard what Satanists are really about, and they make it about something else and almost make these people into the victims. It's absolutely disgusting. But that's what Viceland does. And that's what Huffington Post does and all these media outlets. And they go, oh, people that call for an uprising, they're just crazy Christians who have to get with the times. Okay, these people are really doing this stuff. And it just seems like the liberal people out there, whatever you want to call them, are very okay with this type of behavior, because it's more about getting the guns than it is about the poor people who were ritually killed. It always seems to be that way. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.